Elderly widower Martin Fletcher spent most of his days in quiet contemplation, flipping through old photo albums in his small, weathered home. His adoptive son, Rin, was not human. A Zelkin, tall, silver-skinned, and with glowing bioluminescent patterns. Rin had been left as an infant on Earth decades ago after an intergalactic war. Martin had raised him like his own flesh and blood, teaching him Earth's ways while learning about Zelkin culture in return. Now at 83, Martin's body was failing him. Arthritis twisted his hands, and his memory sometimes faltered. The thought of leaving his cherished home loomed heavily over him. He feared Rin, who had grown into a brilliant astrophysicist, would take him to a sterile nursing home. That fear seemed realized when Rin announced one morning, "Father, we're leaving today. Pack what you need." Martin hesitated. "To where? I can manage just fine here." Rin's glowing green eyes softened. "It's not safe anymore. Trust me." Later that evening, Rin guided Martin to a sleek Zelkin starship hidden in the woods behind their house. Martin had seen the ship once before, but only from afar. Now, he was being gently ushered inside, clutching a single bag with his belongings. The ship's interior hummed with alien technology. Strange symbols pulsed across the walls like living organisms. Martin collapsed into a plush chair, his heart heavy. "This is it, isn't it? You're taking me to some off-world nursing facility." Rin chuckled, his deep voice resonating warmly. "You'll see." The ship soared through Earth's atmosphere, breaking into the cold void of space. Stars streaked past as Rin piloted with effortless grace. Hours turned into days as Martin dozed fitfully, waking occasionally to see galaxies and nebulae he'd only dreamed of. Despite his initial reluctance, he couldn't help but marvel at the beauty of the universe. Finally, they arrived at a massive, glimmering station orbiting a dying star. It wasn't a hospital. It was a vibrant interstellar hub teeming with life. Zelkin artisans, towering Oran mech suits, and tiny, darting creatures filled the station's bustling streets. Rin led Martin to a quiet plaza overlooking the star, which pulsed faintly in its final moments. "This," Rin began, kneeling beside his father, "is the Shurak Conclave. It's a sanctuary for the elderly across the galaxy. But not to fade away. To thrive." Martin frowned. "Thrive? How could someone like me thrive? I can barely walk, let alone do anything." Rin placed a small device in Martin's hand. It looked like a smooth, metallic pebble. "This is a Zelkin life enhancer. It won't make you younger, but it will strengthen your body and mind. You'll have time to live, not just survive." The device worked wonders. Within days, Martin found himself walking without pain, his mind sharper than it had been in years. The Conclave wasn't just a place for rest. It was a community where wisdom and experience were celebrated. Martin joined a group of retired explorers and craftspeople, sharing his Earth stories while learning alien skills, like crafting bioharmonic sculptures and navigating nebula currents. One day, as Martin and Rin gazed at the now collapsing star, Martin broke the silence. "I thought you were sending me away because I was a burden." Rin's bioluminescent patterns flickered with emotion. "You raised me, Father. You gave me a home and a purpose when I had nothing. This is my way of giving that back." The star finally collapsed into a brilliant supernova, lighting the Conclave's skies in vibrant colors. Martin's heart swelled, not just from the cosmic beauty, but from the unbreakable bond he shared with his son. Epilogue. Years later, Martin became known as the Elder of Earth among the Conclave's residents. He chronicled his life in stories that inspired countless beings from across the galaxy. When he eventually passed, it wasn't in loneliness or fear, but surrounded by friends and family, including Rin, who carried on his father's legacy by ensuring the Conclave thrived for generations. In the end, Martin's journey wasn't about leaving Earth. It was about finding a new home among the stars, where love and purpose transcended species and time.